Attitudes have what? Consequences. Important to understand that. Most people are only motivated to change something in their life when they realize there's a consequence that goes along with a particular need for change. If you're going to change your dietary habits, you will usually do so either by reason of a doctor telling you if you don't change these habits, it's going to have an effect upon your health, or you know you can't get into the clothes you just bought, and so there's a consequence. There's some consequence there that motivates you to make a difference. It's true in any realm of life. Change almost never happens without a connection with some kind of consequence, positive or negative. And the same is true when it comes to attitudes. Your attitudes have consequences. They have, another word for this would be results. That certain things or impacts might be another word to use here. That there's an impact that happens from the attitudes of your life. Bad, unhealthy attitudes have bad, unhealthy consequences, correct? And good, healthy attitudes have good, healthy consequences. So it's important to kind of lay that foundational understanding. But the problem is we don't normally connect our attitudes with thinking about the consequences that go with them. We kind of separate those two without usually thinking about those together. And I would submit to you tonight, as we're thinking about this topic of attitudes, if something is going wrong in your life or at work or at home or in some area of your life or relationship, the tendency that we have is to blame other people for our issues. Have you noticed that in your own life? I certainly have that problem. Do you have the same problem? It's a lot easier to say it's your fault that I'm feeling this way, or it's your fault that I'm going through whatever it might be that I'm going through. But what we need to do is to begin to turn that around to say, you know what, the first thing that I need to look at if things are going downhill in my life in any realm, the first thing that I need to look at are my attitudes, because my attitudes oftentimes are paving the way for my experiences and my emotions in life. So if your life tonight isn't going the way it should, your first step in changing your life involves changing your attitudes, which includes changing your thinking.